Namgiakhona, the podcast inspiring entrepreneurs in South Africa. Because if it's going to be, it's up to me.
The thing that you are so passionate. You know why you're falling? Because you're scared of falling. We're waiting for someone to give us a guarantee.
Welcome, boys and girls, ladies and gents. Nazo sesibuyile to Namgiakhona podcast, because we believe that if it's going to be, it's up to me. And today I'm very excited to have the guest that we do have, because everything that he has done is certainly because he believed he can, and he's shown us that he can. We have today Weza Matomane, aka Weza That Guy. Weza, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you, and want to remind you guys before we start, please comment down below, how was your day influenced by today's conversation? Were you inspired at the end of this? And share it with your friends if you felt that you were inspired. And from me, your host, Buntu Majaja, I am very pleased to have Weza today, who is the CEO of WTG Media House, as well as MD of Mzansi Arts, but an all-round MC, motivational speaker, and most of all, voiceover artist. Just an all-round awesome guy. Welcome, Weza. I think we can jump into it.
Sure.
It's a fantastic journey that you've been on, and as an entrepreneur in the media advertising space, I think you've even gone into the social innovation space. Why is it important that people should try and live accordingly to their purpose and dream? When was that apparent for you?
In varsity, I was in an area, now no longer in the Vaal where I grew up, but now in Pretoria, and things were happening in Pretoria. You see a young person with a camera and you're like, hey, what are you doing? What are you shooting? Can I get involved? We had our own TV show. It was not even a real TV show. We called it The Coolest Big Events. Why? Because you got a camera and I want to be a presenter. So let's do something. So we'd go to people's big events and would say, we're from the coolest big events, and they would like, oh, they're media, let them in. And we would interview celebrities and all sorts of people. But this for me felt like something I was happy to even do for free. So I think it is important that we identify what that is that you are passionate about, that thing that you are so passionate about, that you love doing, that you would even do it for free. If everyone were doing the things that they love to do, then we would generally have a society that is much more content, a society that is filled with people that are doing things with joy, going the extra mile because they love what they're doing. Not everyone likes the same stuff. There are people who really love engineering, and that's what they love to do. And we would hope that situations and circumstances didn't force people who didn't want to do that to now end up doing that, because that's when you get people who are not necessarily as eager to to go the extra mile. So it's important.
And it goes back to what you were saying about having 30 bad days and only one good day. So the people that are employed having 30 bad days aren't doing what they love to do. And for you, it sounds as though you were able to connect with that very early on, and you started a show out of thin air, out of your passion.
Yeah.
And some people have a passion. I think I can do this. I really enjoy doing this, but I also have to pass. I also have to work, and so there's something sometimes stopping some people. For you, did you have that? What made you so convinced, and why is it, why was that important, and how did you come over that? Why was it important for you?
Here's what I started to realize when I was in varsity, after watching countless YouTube motivational videos, that we are all usually driven by fear. Normally, fear keeps us from trying certain things, from starting new things. We are scared of what if it doesn't work? What if it fails? What if? So fear normally keeps us back from going out there and pursuing things. And I want to illustrate it in this way. Imagine there are two buildings, skyscraper high, and there's these two rooms that are on the same floor, the 100th floor above, and they're connected by a balance beam that is about this thick, right? And there's the balance beam.
I can picture it. I can
Yes,
see.
so there's this long rod that connects these two rooms with each other. Many of the people start off in this one room. This one room here is an empty room with this big bowl of something to eat so that you can live. And then, but I'll explain what that something is just now. The other room has this big buffet table with all the richest fruit you can imagine, the vegetables, all of the things colorful. Man, what's your favorite fruit?
You can
It's
see
there. All of yes, everything's there. It's the promised land. And all you need to do to connect this room, to go from this room to that room, is walk on the balance beam. But now let's talk about what's in this room, the one that we are all in initially. There's a big bowl of Wheat Bix, but it's Wheat Bix mixed with water. But there's more water than Wheat Bix, and it's like it's yum 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 type of vibes. It's not nice, right?
Nothing bad about the Wheat Bix, but this one is just compared.
So now here's the thing. There's enough nutrients here to stay alive. Just it's not enjoyable. Many people are in positions where they're like, look, I don't exactly love my job, but like it pays the bills. Like, I mean, and then you'd say, but what would you do if you could do what you're passionate about? Like, I would live there. I would definitely go and live on that side. I mean, that's the promised land. All of us want to go that side. And I'd say, why don't you go? I'm like, I'm scared. Like, what if I fall? But what is falling really? Well, if I take a beam this big, let's say it was actually on the floor, and I put it on the floor, you'd easily walk on it. No problem. In fact, you wouldn't even lose your balance because it's thick enough. If it's on the floor, you do it easily. Now, because it's up there, you know why you're falling? Because you're scared of falling. You're not falling because you lost your balance. You're falling because of the thought of, what if I fall?
When you connected with your purpose, because I want to go into that confidence aspect and what gave you that confidence. But that was the pushing part. Then the pulling part is what's in the other room, which is your purpose. How did you know that this is your passion? You know, this is your dream. You realized when you were young, this is always what you wanted to do. How did you know? Like, was there a moment, or how did you discover it that this is everything? This is your buffet.
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting. Most people look outside to try and find what is it that they are passionate about, when you should actually be looking inside. When I was in that poverty situation and I needed to pick the next move, and I picked chemical engineering, it was because I was looking on the outside. What has money? Like, I want to make sure something that is like solid. I want money.
What's the safe plan?
Yeah, so I was looking on the outside and then trying to excite myself about the money that's going to come. And I say, yeah, I'm passionate. And I'll go to the interview. Yeah, I'm passionate. I'm passionate. I do the job. But it was actually like from the wrong source. What is important that we look inside. And interestingly enough, even when we're very, very young, we already know what we're passionate about. Our parents can even see it sometimes. It's those things that we eagerly run towards. A little kid who likes music, maybe you'll find them just doing an air guitar, or anything that they think it's a microphone, if that's what they're into. Others will play with cars the whole time, try to play with aircrafts or something. If they're in that space, we click with the things that really resonate with us. But then what happens is we start getting channeled. People start saying, I've always wanted to be a doctor and I want my kid to be a doctor. So then they start channeling you, mentioning doctors and stuff and complimenting people a little too much, so that eventually you think it's your idea. You're like, yeah, Mom, I also want to be a doctor. It's like, oh, really? And meanwhile, they knew all along that this was part of them channeling you into what they... And the lights only switch on later in life when we're like, no, man. this is not what I want to do. But the problem is sometimes by that time, too much money is committed. Too many people are involved. So much time has been already spent on this. So you're scared to let people down and you just kind of go with that path. And only later, it's either you will change at midlife or maybe you would even not change, but try to live it through your kids and do what your mom did to you.
Make it rest for them, continue that.
Exactly. So when I was young, I always used to watch things like Zama Zama, and I would see the presenters there. I used to watch YoTV, and I would imagine myself as a YoTV kid, top billing, and I would see them go, tonight on top billing. I was like, man, there's just something about
Gimlo, that's me.
the way
Even
they
me, I
speak.
can.
Yeah, and I would imitate this stuff at home and so on. I didn't have a platform. I didn't have a connection. I didn't know where it would ever go. And at that time when I was now having to pick varsity, that's when I thought, man, just put this stuff away. Maybe let's just go for things that actually are secure and safe. But it's only later, my blessing is that it wasn't later as in 20 years later, but it was like, a year or two later, opportunities started to come, and I, instead of pushing back, decided, let me try, let me go for it. Hey, you got a camera, let's do something with that. Hey, let's, and so the building process started, and we could really be here today.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
And for you, that's part of you channeling yourself, creating the opportunities, maybe, is what I'm hearing. And were there other ways? How did you, go from there? How did you build your confidence? Like, what would you suggest to someone who often doesn't have someone who channels them, in the right direction? And you were channeling yourself into the right direction, making it more possible for you. Like, where did you go from there? What happened, and how did it happen as you realized this is the right direction? When did that switch for you, and you say, I'm going to leave that now? I'm going to leave chemical engineering. I'm going to leave the secure path.
Okay, so a couple of things happened in succession. One of them was that, first I was quite curious as to what can that other path possibly look like? How am I going to know? How am I going to... Because you know what we want? We want a guarantee. We want some man in black guy to come through in a suit saying, hello, sir, I am from the Verifications Authority of South Africa. Basically, I just wanted to give you this. It's a guarantee that what you're doing here is going to definitely work out and you are going to be successful. So just keep it up. Oh, by the way, just look into this camera. Forget what we just said here, but just live your dream. And then they disappear. We're waiting for someone to give us a guarantee. Give me back my guarantee.
I want that too, man. That's you need to speak to everyone.
But the truth is that you don't get a guarantee. No one's going to guarantee you that things are going to work out.
I think very inspirational thoughts, very inspirational perspective. And thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your story.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Fantastic. There you go, guys. Please comment which part of this really stuck it for you. What are you going to be writing down for next year? And if you were inspired today, share it with your friends and like this video. Thank you so much. Until next time, Nam Ngiyakona, because if it is going to be, it can only be up to me.
Stay inspired and be entrepreneurial. Follow us on social media and find us on WhatsApp. Nam Ngiyakona.